The Spyro the Dragon series has been in limbo for quite some time. After The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon was released in 2008, the series temporarily went under the radar until it was rebooted in the form of Skylanders 3 years later. Spyro was featured as one of the many playable characters in the series. Children from today's generation know him from Skylanders, and not from his original PlayStation origins. Many Spyro fans believe that Spyro was added into Skylanders at the last minute just so the franchise can get more attention. But they were wrong. Turns out Activision was already planning ideas for the Spyro license, while the Legend of Spyro trilogy was still in development. These ideas would soon develop into Spyro's Kingdom, and later Skylanders. The details can be found in the video and interview link in the description below, but I will also explain them on this video. In 2007, after Vivendi Games merged with Activision to become Activision Blizzard, Toys for Bob began working on ideas for the Spyro the Dragon license. Some early ideas for Spyro included a realistic gritty Spyro, a tiny Spyro that ran around the real world on bookshelves, and an origami Spyro that can take shape. At one point, Activision approached Toys for Bob about doing a Spyro game that was something much darker than Spyro has ever been before. The initial idea was to raise up the age range for him, appeal to kids over 16 years and to adults. A Spyro game that is tough and bloody. Activision and Toys for Bob did all the concept work, but eventually lost their enthusiasm. Tough and bloody? Over the age of 16 to adult? That wasn't Spyro, nor was it Toys for Bob's true passion. So they stepped back from that idea altogether. Afterwards, the two companies spent about 6 months on a variety of different directions with Spyro. Activision wanted to do more with the Spyro character, so Toys for Bob kept coming up with imaginative ways to use the Spyro IP, with toys being the way to do this. One of those ideas included playable little toy dragons that hatched from eggs for users to play with. Eventually, Spyro's Kingdom came into light. In the original idea for the game, Spyro wasn't going to be a playable character. He was going to be a full-grown dragon, the benevolent, regal king of Spyro's Kingdom, an NPC, an unplayable character. Players would go to him for quests, and he would tell you where to go and help you on your adventures. But it was felt that Toys for Bob couldn't have a game called Spyro's Kingdom without Spyro as a playable character, so they added Spyro as one of the playable heroes. The producer of the Spyro franchise, Michael Graham, said that the game was very close to moving ahead. Toys for Bob was ready to hit alpha stage in April or May of 2010. Sometime afterwards, the team realized they could make the game much, much bigger. And eventually, Skylanders was born.